Happy New Year, my lovely fashionistas. I hope you had a really, really good Christmas. Spent lots of time with family and knitting and ate too much. And hopefully knitted some lovely gifts for other people too. Uh, and hopefully had a lovely New Year as well. Um, Not really one for looking backwards, but there were some really good parts of last year that will affect going forward. One was obviously the book that we released, the first in a trend series. We're going to be doing another one this year, so watch out if you want to get involved with that. It was a real community effort, so if you want to get involved, watch out for the newsletter that will be coming in the next couple of months. What else? We obviously sent out our questionnaire, which we do every year, and had some really interesting feedback actually from you guys. As always, you answered and didn't hold back, which is good because some issues that I wasn't even aware of have now been sorted out. Two of the main things were the sizing information, I suppose, in the patterns, and a community, more of a community feel. Well, the sizing issue I didn't actually realise was there. I suppose when I'm writing the patterns, I kind of maybe assume a little bit too much. And a lot of you kind of responded and said you'd love to have more sizing information. So if you've seen any of the old patterns and the new patterns from the recent collection, you notice there's a big difference. We're putting a lot more sizing information in there for everyone. If you guys have seen any of them, I'd love to get your feedback and tell me what you think. Could we do maybe some more? Are you happy now more so than before? Is it better? Is it not? Because obviously I need to know. If you guys don't tell me, then I can't improve anything. So thank you everyone for filling out the surveys. The second issue was an interesting one. It was to do with more community feel, and that's really interesting because the Facebook page and the website, things like that. Originally on the website we did have availability for people to post their own things on the newsfeed, and maybe it was a bit too tricky. Maybe people didn't know about it, but no one seemed to. And on Facebook as well, there isn't that many people that kind of post their own things. And I do always say at the end of the emails, you know, please post a picture. I'd love to see what you're doing. Love to see, you know, if it's my pattern, your own pattern. You might have taken a pattern and changed it, changed the colour, changed the yarn, changed something, I don't know, or taken a jacquard and put it onto something else. I'm not precious about my designs and the patterns, so please let me see it. I'd love to see what you guys are doing. And your own stuff, obviously. If you're getting involved with charity events, or you know, an event that's coming up, or you're at an event, or you maybe have your own business and you want to let other people know about it, then you know, please do post on our Facebook page. But in response to the questionnaires, this year we're going to be making a few changes to the site, as some of you will know, and a forum. We're going to introduce a forum. I'm hoping that you guys will get involved and start talking, but other than kind of providing the technology, I can't really do a lot else on that front. So you all have to kind of talk and post and ask questions to each other, and then we'll start to get a community going. So the only other thing to really mention, I suppose, or two things actually, the changes to the site going to be interesting. Subscription will be free now. There won't be a charge, and that's in response to you. A lot of you felt that The subscription was a little bit of an issue. It was putting a lot of people off checking the members area of the site. They didn't want to pay in case it wasn't something that they wanted. And we tried a few things, or I tried a few things last year where I put kind of videos of the inside of the members site and things like that for people to look at. And we had a lot more people sign up actually after we did that. But you still felt from the surveys that you'd rather have, you know, a shop where you could just buy the patterns as opposed to an actual paying membership. So that's what we're doing. Everything's going to become free in the next couple of months. Obviously there will be changes to the content that's in there. Members, people who are already members, please don't worry. This won't affect your current subscription. You won't be able to renew after this current one ends, but it won't affect it. I think we're going to be, the majority of people, I think their accounts finish in July, so that's when we're going to be changing things over. Anyone whose subscription hasn't run out by that point, I'll be sorting out something so you won't feel like you've lost out. You will all be looked after. And also because, you know, you kind of put your money where your mouth is, so to speak, and been really supportive and loyal to the company, we'll be doing something quite nice for you when it does change over to the shop site, so it won't be as expensive as it will for other people. But yeah, there will be new accounts, something called which will be coming out. I'm not going to say too much about it. It is a secret up to the point we change over, but it will make things a lot more cost effective for everyone, and people who obviously come back and keep being loyal to us will have even more reason to be loyal. So that's all I'm going to say for the minute. What else? Because of a lot of the changes, the magazine is not going to exist anymore. We started as a magazine, an actual printed magazine, and just from your own responses and your own kind of questionnaires and things like that, we progressed into an online magazine, which you wanted originally. This was a few years ago, so some of you may not have been around then. But now it seems that you guys kind of really want it online and things like that. So the last few editions, it's been kind of harder and harder to get as much information as I used to be able to get. I'm traveling a lot more for work, my day job, if you like. So it's becoming kind of increasingly more difficult to keep the standard up, and a lot of the information that was in the magazine, even from the beginning, was available to download for members anyway, in trend areas and pattern areas and things like that. So all of that will be in there. I'm kind of undecided about the trend section. Hopefully we're going to keep some of it. I think it's kind of the reason that I started in the first place. I wanted that information available to everyone. So, but there's a lot there, and it's probably the biggest, other than knitting, physically knitting, it's the biggest part of my time is doing the trend section. So we will be keeping some of that. It probably just won't be in as much detail in terms of the catwalk reports and things. So what else? I think that's about it. Like I said, there's going to be a new book, so keep an eye out for newsletters if you want to get involved. And I'm going to be doing this probably every week. I'm going to start kind of vlogging, if that's the word. I just thought it'd be maybe a nice way feel like I'm kind of talking to you directly. I always feel a little bit anonymous on newsletters and emails and things like that. So so if you have something you want to ask me, or I don't know, a suggestion or a comment or anything like that, please email me or put it on the Facebook page, and I will happily answer it for you, or respond, or whatever the case may be. Okay, so I hope you have a great week, and you've had a really good start to 2013, and I will see you very soon.